The 1919 Major League Baseball season started well, ended in disgrace. Let's go through this. Now, during the season, April 13th, legislation is passed by future New York Mayor Jimmy Walker allowing baseball to be played on Sundays. The Giants were the first team to end up playing on the Sunday, and they lose 4-3 to the Phillies. May 11th, Walter Johnson retires 28 consecutive batters during a 12-inning scoreless tie versus Jack Quinn and the Yankees, in a game in which football immortal George Halas went 0-5. May 20th, Babe Ruth hits his first ever Grand Slam versus St. Louis in a 6-4 win. August 24th, Cleveland's Ray Caldwell gets struck by lightning. He ends up recovering, said something like, "Give me that damn ball," and pointed me towards the plate. And then he ends up recording the last out. He then throws a no-hitter versus the Yankees on September 10th. September 2nd, National Commission recommends a best-of-9 World Series. September 21st, Cubs beat the Braves 3-0 in 58 minutes. Not to be outdone, Brooklyn beats Cincinnati 3-1 in 55 minutes. And not to be outdone, on September 28th, Giants beat the Phillies 6-1 in 51 minutes in the fastest ever game. Standings: Chicago White Sox 88 and 52. Then Cleveland at 84 and 55. They played a 148 game schedule this season. The residual effects of World War II. They go back to 154 the next season. Anyways, Yankees finished third at 80 and 59, 7.5 back. Detroit goes 80 and 60, 8 back. St. Louis goes 67 and 72, 20.5 back. Boston goes 66 and 71, also 20.5 back. Washington goes 56 and 84 at 32 back. And the Athletics go 36 and 104, 52 back. National League: Cincinnati 96 and 44. Giants 87 and 53, 9 back. Chicago 75 and 65, 21 back. Pittsburgh 71 and 68, 24.5 back. Brooklyn 69 and 71, 27 back. Braves go 57 and 82, 38.5 back. St. Louis 54 and 83, 40.5 back. And the Phillies go 47 and 90, 47.5 back. Season stats: average in the American League, average. Ty Cobb of Detroit goes 384, led the National League as well. Babe Ruth of Boston led the league with 29 home runs. He also had 114 RBIs, leading the majors. Pitching: Eddie Cicotti of Chicago, 29 wins. Walter Johnson of Washington has a 1.49 ERA, leading the majors, and has 147 strikeouts, also leading the majors. National League: Ed Roush of Cincinnati, 321 average. Gavy Kravitz of Philadelphia, 12 home runs. Hy Myers of Brooklyn, 77 RBIs. Jesse Barnes of New York, 25 wins. Grover Cleveland Alexander of Chicago, 1.72 ERA. And Hippo Waven of Chicago, 141 strikeouts. Now we go to the World Series. Now let's get into the backstory here in the Chicago clubhouse. there was some tensions in the clubhouse between the players and the owner, Charles Comiskey, and a couple of groups within the clubhouse. Now, Comiskey was the Chicago had the third highest payroll, and Comiskey was well known for his penny pinching. Sometimes would underpay his players. He also made money on everything that moved from concessions to bottling pop or whatever. And there's also two factions there. One was the clean players, the straight-laced ones, and then there was the other group that ended up conspiring to throw the World Series. Yeah, Buck Weaver and Chick Gandil set it up. Sleepy Bill Burns wanted in. Fred McMillan wanted in. Eventually Joe Jackson, Eddie Cicotti, and Lefty Williams jumped on board, wanting to throw the World Series or deliberately lose. Alright, the right part of game one, there's a whole lot of betting going on, which had gamblers starting rumors that figured games were fixed. And Hugh Fullerton and Christy Mathewson. Hugh Fullerton was a reporter for the Philadelphia Inquirer, and he had Christy Mathewson join him and had Mathewson point out, okay, what's fixed, what's clean, and what wasn't. And there were a lot of plays that were not clean. And from the first pitch, in which Eddie Cicotti hit the first batter in the back to let the gamblers know the fix was in. And by the end, the 8 players I mentioned, from the 8 players being Buck Weaver, Chick Gandil, Sleepy Bill Burns, Fred McMillan, Joe Jackson, Eddie Cicotti, and Lefty Williams were all ended up being barred from baseball. Comiskey had suspended them near the end of the 1920 season, which likely cost them a chance at the World Series, because they were in a virtual tie with Cleveland, and they ended up losing all their 2 of the 3 games, and Cleveland won everything. There's a trial in 1921. Players were found acquitted after evidence was mysteriously disappeared. And Kennesaw Mountain Landis, who after the season was hired as first commissioner of baseball, suspended the 8 aforementioned players. Now, as far as the World Series went down as a best of 9, Cincinnati's home games were at Redland Field, and Chicago's home games were at Comiskey Park. Game 1, the first game, October 1st, Cincinnati, and the Reds won 9-1. Game 2, October 2nd, was also in Cincinnati, and Cincinnati won 4-2, go up 2-0. Game 3, October 3rd, was in Chicago, and the White Sox won 3-0, making the series 2-1. Game 4, October 4th, in Chicago, Cincinnati won 2-0, go up 3-1. Game 5 on October 6th, also in Chicago, Cincinnati won 5-0, which in the best of 7 series that would have been that, but this was the best of 9, so it's 4-1 for Cincinnati. And this is when the White Sox decided that some of them didn't get paid. It's like, okay, let's pick up our boots here, let's play here. Game 6, October 7th, in Cincinnati, Chicago wins 5-4 in 10 innings. Game 7, October 8th, in Cincinnati, Chicago wins 4-1, make the series 4-3. And Game 8, October 9th, in Chicago, Cincinnati 10, Chicago 5. Thus ending the World Series, Cincinnati wins 5-3. And that, in a nutshell, was their 1919 season that ended in disgrace for the White Sox, which is real sad and disappointing to see. Yeah, at some point, I think there's a couple players who were in their room at a hotel afterwards during that series. One said to the other, "This will never happen again." His teammate didn't say anything, but which is true, it has never happened again. Tomorrow, the 1920 season. And until then, stay tuned.